This video is going to be about the 3 most common characteristics that we see in successful contractor business owners. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brady. I am one of the co-founders of Dirt to Dollars, and we run basically a full-service marketing and sales agency that helps scale specific contracting businesses. Right? We're kind of like that all-in-one growth partner. So after working with hundreds of different clients all over the United States, I've been able to narrow down this list to like 3 characteristics that I see pretty commonly in the guys that are just killers. From a distance, it looks like these guys are just scaling basically like friction-free, and they just know. Some people got it, some people don't. These are the guys that got it. So the first like characteristic or trait that like we'll see from these people is that they're really not afraid to delegate like at all, right? Like these guys are not afraid to like step away and step out of the day-to-day. And I'll go into a little bit more detail on that. So basically, like, let's say we work with a lot of companies that are, doing construction, land management, clearing, excavation, whatever it is. And they know that like to scale the business, they can't be in a machine all day, right? Like these guys understand that like they have to like kind of step out and really focus on the things that are going to move the business, which is just going to be sales and making sure the projects are getting completed efficiently. So that whole process can just be, done, rinse and repeat. That's kind of where like a lot of these guys, their minds will kind of shift to, is like, okay, like how can I get out of like being off of like every single job site and like just kind of going around checking in like on my crews that are working and have 5 different projects going on at the same time. A lot of people think that's not even possible, but we've seen it done from those people who are just absolute killers, and they understand the game. They understand what it takes to actually scale, and they understand what they need to be doing on a day-to-day basis. And it's not like doing like the labor. It's not doing the legwork, having to be in a machine like on every single job. Like if they understand that they have to step back, focus on bringing in more projects to bring in more revenue to then continue scaling, bring on more equipment, more guys, better crew, whatever. Like that's what these guys they're willing to do, and they're really good at finding like A-player talent also. So a lot of these guys, like when they're getting into like a position to scale, like they're not afraid to bring on like a foreman or a project manager that's going to cost them multi-6 figures a year. Like they're not afraid to do that either, and they understand like what they're paying for when they get somebody like that as well that comes in. They know that person is going to actually allow them to like step back to really scale the business. So that would be like the first thing. Second thing is they are not afraid to spend money to scale the business either. Like these guys are not afraid to spend money. They're not clutching on to like their last dollars or like every dollar that they have for like dear life. Like these guys know like how the machine works. These guys understand when you actually are able to allocate capital in the right way, where like that money and that capital can be used as a leverage tool to keep scaling the business forward, right? So it kind of goes back to the other thing of like delegating, of where it's bringing in more guys, bringing in the right type of talent as well, investing in machines at the right time also. That's a huge mistake we see a lot of people make, is they'll see like a quick little like pop in revenue in their business, and they'll like immediately go buy a machine, where obviously like that's like not smart. And when I say it like that, I think it's pretty obvious that it's not like a smart thing to do. And these business owners that like don't make it, they just struggle. They outspend themselves. Very common, we see that. 90% of the people that like we see fail, they end up outspending themselves when they have something that is working, whether it's like an inbound acquisition system, marketing system, whatever it is. Like they have something that's working in the business, and then they outspend themselves. These guys, the killers, these A players that like understand and they get it and they know how to scale these businesses, they know how to allocate the capital correctly as well. And they know that, okay, if I want to bring on like another machine, like I need to add like X amount like in revenue and be able to maintain that for like 2 quarters straight or something like that, right? Those guys get that. They're investing into marketing. They're investing into a better team, like I said, better equipment at the right times, which is really important to note. And they just get it. They just understand that like, okay, like if I'm running ads or something, like if I'm running Facebook and Instagram ads, and my cost per acquisition to like get a job is like $1,000, right? Like how can I just spend $1,000 faster to get more of that work faster, right? Like that's what they're looking at. These guys know the numbers. They know what their cost per lead is. They know what their cost per appointment is, their cost per bid, their average bid size, their close rate, average ticket size on the deals that they close. They know all of these things, then how much it actually costs to acquire those deals as well. So then they can spend money in the right places to get more of those projects back. So that would be like the second thing, is they know how to like spend money correctly. They're like the best investor that the business really has, right? And they just understand like where to kind of move the pieces on the chessboard, where to kind of allocate the capital to continue scaling. And that's something that we see a lot of people that are looking to do when they come to us, because we handle all of the marketing, we handle kickstarting the sales process and everything, to actually allow people like that, like those real killers, those A players, to just stay busy doing what they're good at, which is closing deals and just making sure that the projects are getting done efficiently, on time, so then they can actually build a repeatable process out of it. So that's what we're good at doing, is like keeping those people doing that. If you want to see, quick plug, if you want to see if we'd be able to help you out, if you're ready to aggressively scale your business or think you fit the description of what I'm talking about here, there's a link in the description of this video. You can book a call. There's a little bit more information there as well. You can go check out our website, but book a call with us, 10 to 15 minutes. You have a chat with someone from my team. It'll either be Brendan or Camille that you'll be speaking with, and they'll just kind of go over like what you got going on in the business and if we can even help you out or not. Everything that we do for the businesses that we work with is very custom, so it's not like a one-size-fits-all, like cookie-cutter type of solution. Like, this is not Angie's List. It's not like a shared lead program or anything where you're competing against like other contractors and it just turns into a race to the bottom on price. You know that you sell a premium service. You know you sell a premium high-ticket service. You need a premium high-ticket clientele base to actually target, and your messaging needs to be aligned with that from the very get-go. That's what we're really good at doing. If you want to see if we can help you out, link down below. But back to the third point. So the third point is that these people are completely intolerable. And what do I mean by that? These people do not, like, they won't deal with like things just not working in their business. Like, if something isn't working, if something's not scaling, like, these guys are just completely like intolerable of it. And they're pretty irritable too, which I love to see. I love people who are like that, because I'm the same exact way in our business. Like, if something's not working, you know, you're going to hear it from me and I'm going to be breathing down your neck about it until the problem is resolved and forward progress is being made, right? Like, that's what like really the most common thing I see with a lot of these guys, is that they're just totally intolerable. And you should be like that too. I mean, regardless if you're trying to make, you know, millions of dollars from your business, or whether you're trying to make like $1 million a year, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, but if something's not working, if a project's taking too long, if a campaign isn't scaling, if whatever, like deals aren't being closed, there's a problem within the business that's preventing forward motion from taking place, you should be entirely and completely intolerable of that and doing everything in your power to fix that, right? Smartly, of course, and not making, you know, irrational decisions. But that's a huge thing that I see with a lot of these guys, just totally intolerable, and they're not going to just stand around while things aren't working in their business. Like, these guys are psychopaths to a certain degree, but it's good, and it's a good characteristic to have. But those are like the top three most common characteristics that I see, and especially in the people that are really, really successful, like the people that we work with that just come in and like we meet them for the first time. Like, I just know like that guy is going to crush it. Like, that guy is going to kill it. You can just kind of tell with some of these people. And to our current clientele base, you guys know who you are. Shout out to you guys. So hope this video was helpful and at least kind of let you, you know, observe and maybe get an understanding of maybe what it is that you're missing, or where maybe you can improve just within your own business, and just different outlook on things. So if you liked it, subscribe button's down below, hit the like button as well. And if you think we can help you out, or if you are interested in working with us, link in the description. Talk to you soon.